Hello, I'm Krista Roden, the Director of Teaching and Learning.
And I'm Gretchen Brown, the Director of Multiple Projects for Maricopa Unified School District.
Today we will walk you through what a small group reading lesson looks like and what strategies and activities can be used during each component of the lesson.
Research shows that beginning readers benefit most from being taught explicit skills during intensive small group instruction. The small group differentiated reading model enables teachers to focus on specific skills needed by varied groups of children. Beginning readers progress at different rates. Differentiated small group instruction is done by matching instruction to meet the needs of learners.
In order to accommodate these needs, teachers plan reading centers for small groups that offer practice opportunities for children. Through small group literacy lessons, students are able to practice hands-on word work activities that promote inquiry and critical thinking that are used to support small group reading. Active responses during small group reading instruction increases students' engagement and motivates them to participate. By integrating strategies instructions into word work lessons, it engages the students in guided practice to use what they have already learned. Educators support students early in literacy instruction.
With 5 or fewer children in a group, teachers can focus needed attention on individual children and make sure that each child has opportunities to participate. Additionally, small group time enables children to have access to high-quality interaction with their teacher.
Teachers are able to observe students as they are learning and modify instruction, clarify misconceptions, and discuss materials that specifically meet the needs of each child in the small group. Each group receives high-quality reading instruction, and children can be engaged in meaningful tasks.
Without a doubt, a teacher having a conversation with 5 or fewer children can hear more questions, hear more accurately, provide feedback, and attend to children's reactions in a more effective manner. There are several strategies to small group instruction.
Whole group lessons can often be too challenging for students with the least literacy knowledge and too easy for the students with the most literacy knowledge. The small group approach, on the other hand, better enables teachers to meet the needs of each student. Small group instruction is more effective than whole group instruction because teachers can differ in instruction to meet the needs of students. They'll be able to match the instruction to each student's level and respond to each child in an effective manner. Teachers who provide much of their reading instruction in small group format can often cite that it is easier to teach them in a small group other than teaching them in a whole group setting.
Teachers can use several strategies to improve the outcome of small group instruction, such as managing the development of the group, rely on assessment to guide instruction, plan to rotate literacy centers, and select appropriate content for each method.
When a group is limited to the maximum of 5 students, each child has the opportunity to talk and be engaged in the learning process. Young children need the opportunity to discuss their thinking because discussion helps them build vocabulary and enables a child to become more fully engaged in the lesson.
Another important factor in small group instruction is selecting the appropriate content to be taught. An example of what to teach during small group instruction can include guided reading activities using a book or other selected text. Integrating word work using high-frequency words into guided reading lessons is often done in small groups.
Discussing the illustrations in the text can assist the students to further develop background information for reading, also to try and choose text that matches the developmental level of each group. Both students and teachers can and should ask story-related questions to be answered during the small group lesson.
Discussing unfamiliar vocabulary in the text, which helps increase the children's oral vocabulary knowledge. Building children's literacy knowledge depending on the needs of the group with word work, alphabet knowledge, story comprehension, sequencing, focusing on the story details, and story extension activities. These lessons are fast-paced, interactive, and targeted appropriately on critical skills for each reading group. Small group work can also integrate word work. This enables children to practice how to use their word knowledge in order to decode unfamiliar words while reading.
Lastly, remember small group instruction is not an exact science, and it takes time to refine. However, it is done after careful observation and as a form of intervention to meet the needs of students as you move them towards independence.